ठेवल्यानंतर 11:30 आणि 11 असं ठेवावं लागेल. 11:30 आणि 11 15 ठेवलं बरोबर. 15 ठेवला ठीक आहे. 11:30 आणि 11 पुढे पाहिजे
have 80% of battery backup left. Incoming call, pick up the phone.
तीन 107 आता जी ना 162 120 प्लस 17
This exact same trick. Look at this. 3 days higher. नाही उघडी आहे. बंद करायचं का? आत नाही आला अजून. करतो. हा तेव्हा थोडं नॅचरल हवा. I like it. Wrong number, I think so. Polish British. One created model for AirTag kit. This is let's keep on yes. Because this is going to be the same thing only. So it's 15-minute time frame. trip. And go to the 5-minute train. Habitat area of interest. Oh yeah, habitat area of interest. Magnetic bullet. Very magnetic police, but not that interior. Not good. Look at this. Avoid the police. Waiting for this break. Next break. Looks good. Pero hindi oil.
काम कर रहे
You have 60% of battery backup left.
Answer is demonstrate now position is look into it.
काही आता कमी लागेल आता सोडाय मला नाही करायचं किती बरोबर घ्यायला लागतो माणूस काही करतो नाही त्याचा काय तू काल करत घ्या आणि पास करा सगळं झालं ते काय पास केली म्हणून काय नाही म्हणतात आणि मला काय माहिती का मला म्हणतो मला आहे ना सगळ्यांची परवा आहे मला सगळ्यांची काळजी असं वाटतं सगळ्यांचं पोट भरलं पाहिजे आता काय करतो लग्न झाल्यानंतर आपले करू नको पास आखी गल्ली आनंदी राहिली म्हणा तुझ्यामुळे या आधी पास करा आपल्याला वाटायचं Listen. Next week, sorry,
GBP USD. God damn it, we fucking missed this trade. Okay, no problem. Some major currencies. Take this calculator. बड़ा स्टॉक है ना Brilliant. 30 materials. Oh my god, this is a crane.
You have 20% of battery backup left.
तुला किती वेळा धरू मी ते सांग काय आता पुढच्या वेळेस काय करेन गपचूप व्हिडिओ काढून साहेबांना पाठवून
काहीच काम नाही आता मोकळं पडलं आणि हे पण काय काम जागा मिळेल
Incoming call, pick up the phone. Incoming call, pick up the phone. Incoming call, pick up the phone. Low battery.
Yo, brother. Yeah, this is the exact trade I have took, but the mistake I've done, I mean, this is completely my fault. Okay, I will show you what the mistake I've done. Look at this is exactly this would be me. This would be me. I would end up in a profit right now, but I did a mistake. That silly mistake. That mistake which is never should be done, which I fucking did. I will show you the exact thing which I have done. Okay, just a second. This is a sell trade, and what type of trade is that? That is a 1 hour created new low. So let's go over here. Is that a trend? Yeah, it is a trend trade over here. Which type of model is this? This is the model. Create one weekly created new low. Let's talk about that. So weekly was the 1 hour was bearish. 30 minutes. I will directly show you what wrong I did. This is a bearish. This is exacting 5-minute time frame. I will directly go into the thing which I have done the mistake. I have done this thing is possible to grow 800 rupees. Sorry, $10 into you guys are foreigners, so you don't know 800 rupees or not. So I just wanted to talk in the dollars. So $10 to $8,000, $10 to $14,000. It is possible, but the thing which I've done is completely wrong and just violate the whole trade. I will show you the exact thing which I've done. Yeah, this is exactly what I should be doing. Our software says keep the stop loss to 5-minute lower high, and the stop loss. Let's go 5-minute, and this is the advertisement, huh? This right there is the lower high, and we're going to take 2 pips into that. So round figure to 16, 17, 18. It's going to be 18. Right there is our correct stop loss. But what I end up doing, I really want to. I was like, how in the world I've done that mistake? It's me. It's my problem. It's my fucking problem. It's me, brother. There is nothing else stopping me. Only me is stopping to myself to get rich, to get financial free, to get out from this zone. And I keep the stop loss right here. I consider this as a lower high. Added 2 pips. Stop loss hit in 1 minute. And I was like, I did every single thing my software told me. But how in the world I end up in stop loss? But I didn't notice that I didn't keep the stop loss to the lower high correctly. Well, this recent lower high was an experiment, and I took that trade, which is not an experimental trade. This is experimental. This is not an accurate. This is not correct. This was an experimental. I should be keeping the stop loss right here, and we would end up in the profit. In fucking profit. And if this is literally his area, and this will be our stop take profit. This lower, this liquidity will be our take profit. Isn't that crazy? Damn, brother, I would end up in profit rather than hitting the stop losses and again failing the 5th try of growing $10 into $8,000, $14,000 technically. Okay, no problem. That means it is me. I have to just stop using my own brain. I used my own brain, and I end up being me. I used my own fucking brain, and I end up in the same fucking place. Shit, man. Yeah, this is a regret. It's coming. This would be me, brother. This would be me. Fucking shit, yeah. Okay. Now, you guys are like, you should stop trading. No, brother. No. Well, technically, if I will be beginner trader, I should be stop trading. But I'm a professional trader. I use this regret to work on myself, to punish myself, not to take the next trade in regret. Next trade is going to, I have understand my problem. It is me. It is fucking me. I'm just going to stop using my own brain, brother. I'm just going to use, why in the world I've created software to tell me what I should be doing? And what I did is stop. This software is telling me to create, to keep the stop loss to the last lower high. This is the actual stop loss. And I use my fucking brain, a bullshit brain, to take the stop loss right here. End up in loss. So bullshit I am right now. Seriously. I am the only problem I can able to see right now. I'm just going to take out myself aside from this. Now, you won't believe. Next is Euro USD. Look at this. I have predicted this. This is I have predicted. But I didn't take the trade. You know why? Because I was considering GBP CAD. Because it is a trade. Damn. Now I'm not going to take the next trade in regret. Just because of I did. Now, my next trade is not going to be a regrettable trade. Not going to be a revenge trade. That's a bullshit thing. That's a beginner thing. I'm a professional trader right there. Even if you're not a professional trader, you have to say you are a professional trader so that you can start thinking about professional trader. If you say I'm a beginner, then you will fucking do the beginner things. Right? Fucking crazy. Well, there is some observation I can able to see right here, which I really want to check it out. I will be coming back. Before I do anything, let's actually analyze the next currencies. Let's keep this ongoing. Okay. Let's actually analyze the currencies for the next session, that is 1730 to 1830. So let's go GBP CAD. Can we take the trade over here? I will be interested once it reach to this place. I will be interested once it reaches that place. Euro USD, not looking good to me. Absolutely not. As of now, we'll see. I'm just not liking it for this session. GBP USD. Well, I predicted this. I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it. There was no entry right here. I was waiting for price to touch to this area of interest. Never touch. Never took the trade. See, CAD JPY. Yeah, this looks something solid. Yes, sir. This looks solid. So I was waiting for break. We got the break. So I'm now waiting for the retracement. Well, in the fact we are having the retracement right here. This will be our lower low. This will be our lower high. I will be interested once it comes over here. That's only the thing which I will be interested, because now, yeah, I'm not interested right now because it's just creating the higher. Nah, not looking good. And the JPY, which looks good to me. It seriously looks good to me. This is exactly I've predicted all of these things. I was saying that it's not looking for buying, I'm looking for selling. Just go and watch. Yeah, you are watching the whole video, right? Just go and watch the trade which I was predicting on my phone. Brother, we're fucking back right there. Which in fact looks good. Well, this is bullish, higher high. This is bullish. So I just lost the interest in this. This is still bullish. Higher low. See. 1 hour is bullish, 15 minutes is bullish. I just can't take the trade like this. GBP odd. Bola. GBP odd. I can't take the sell trade because we are so lowest in the point. Yeah, this is thing, but as currently we are so lowest. A UD CAD. Oh, a UD CAD. I want 30 minute to go bearish. Well, it is not bearish, which in fact looks good in the next session. Once this candlestick close under this, we will be taking a trade or downside. Euro odd. Nah. AUD JPY. Waiting for break retest. Have we close above? No. Wait a minute. Have 30 minutes. No, 30 minutes also solid bullish. We'll arrange all of these things after we do the analysis. But right now for me, it's want to do this quicker so that we can we will be understanding what trades we can take. 1 hour is bullish. 30 minute time frame is bearish. We got the break. We'll be having the retracement. Well, this looks solid, but as we know that we can't take the sell trade at the lowest point. No. USD on the other hand, beautifully avoided a loss. Can we take the trade? Well, I wait for break. I got the engulfing, but the thing which I don't like about this engulfing, that is the secret thing. So I will not take this trade because should I take? No, I'm just not going to. You have to search the secret. If you find a secret, just tell me. I don't want to teach you. Sorry. Just find it. Just tell me. That's it. That's all about I can say. So this is higher low, bullish, no, GN. Well, where are we? Where are the lowest point? Well, it's not lowest, it still have the price action down below. We can consider this. This does looks good, but it is I just don't like it, because it's complete coming back to the sideways zone, wicks around over here. So much wicks, but current price action looks good. 15 minute, it's good. 5 minute got bullish. Oh my god, my leg. Oh my god, my leg is not looking good. My leg is just got disconnected from my body. It felt like that. Not looking good. AUD USD, yeah, we are heading towards the thing which I wanted to, that is break retest. Well, 30 minute is still bullish, which in fact doesn't like it. We'll arrange all of these things. Just give me a minute. Just wanted to do the quicker things so that we can get out from this. We can shortlist the trades and we can start looking for taking the trade. As of now, not looking good. CHF JPY. Now super sideways. Euro NZD. Beautifully avoided loss. Crazy. My software told me don't take. I didn't take. Avoided a loss. Well, in fact, look at this. Well, in fact, again we got the engulfing candle, which I don't like that one. Even if you know, you know. I certainly wait for other type of engulfing. Well, in fact, we don't have any trade in this. AUD NZD, no trade, absolutely no trade. How in the world we can buy at the top stop? So in this, recording is on, right? Can we hover over here? There's nothing to see. In this session, we don't have any trade. So now we'll just we'll just arrange the higher highs and higher lows and lower highs and lower lows, so that we can probably get the things which we wanted. This is lower low. Now we're going to arrange this. We're going to make the chart look clean on all of the currencies for taking the next trades. Man, this was crazy. I would end up in profit. Fuck, man. It is me. My software told me take the trade, and I took the trade. But then my software told me keep the stop loss to this high. I didn't. Whose mistake is? Is that software is not working, or is that me is not working? The answer is me is not working. Well, in fact, look at this. Yeah. Shit. And I want to use this regret to do more backtesting, to collect more data, to make me understand that I'm fucking piece of shit. So this is a lower low. If we come back again over here, it will be solid for taking the trade to downside, which is probably going to come back. It's not going to come back to the whole position. It's going to come back to the retested EMA. Higher high. We can't sell over here because we came to the previous structure area, which is where we look for buying. So every single time frame is bearish. We just can't take the trade. Downside. Yeah. Just wanted to update all of the things like this, all of the lines. Not predicting anything, because we already know that in the next session, which is going to start at 18:30, 17:30 to 18:30, there is no trade. So there is no trade. There is no trade. We can't force something. Now people will be sell over here, and then the stop loss is going to get, and they will be like, नाही हो काकू, नाही अजून नाही वाजवलं. प्रतीक आहे का? पाडतो तुला अभ्यासाला दमलं तर. So this right there is the lower low. Man, this I would start. Okay, I would blah 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 blah. Would end up this and that. All that good stuff we can speak, but now we missed the plane. We missed the plane. Let's talk about what next. So I'm just not looking to take the sell trade. I want this 1 hour time frame to go bullish or something that is going to make me buy. 1 hour to go bullish. We can make this bigger. Not that much. This much is probably good. 1 hour to go bullish or 30 minutes to go bullish, which in fact if it happens 30 minutes goes bullish, we can take that counter trade. Looking good to me. I like it. You don't? Let's clean all of these things. 1 hour or I'm just interested for looking buy now. Well, in fact 1 hour is bearish. $30 minutes is bearish and 15 minutes is bearish. I'm still thinking about that trade, man. I shouldn't be this much attached to the trade, any trade. We missed the plane. The regret is going to be there. This is looking good. I think so. It's going to come at 19:30 or something like that. Do we got bullish? No, it's closed. Now we are bearish. Lower low, lower high. So much simple thing I have missed here. I won't able to. I didn't follow the software. How bullshit I am. Isn't that crazy? I have the. Okay. Which makes sense. I should get punished because I did the mistake. Because if I didn't get punished, I would end up keep repeating that mistake, and there will be at a point where I will be risking $1 million in that particular trade, and because of the mistakes I was continued to doing, I would end up losing millions of dollars. That's why it's good. It's fucking good. I like it. You don't. So pretty much waiting for this to come. I think so. It's going to have 1 or 2 candles and then we're good. ZJPY. 1 hour. Wait. Anything changes? Yeah, we turn bearish. Just a little bit big. This is also bearish. BERISH. If I use my Uddesh brain just to execute the trades, I will be Uddesh. I will be only Uddesh. If I use the software, I will be a millionaire Uddesh, rich, wealthier Uddesh. Which in fact that is what our goal is. So I'm just going to listen my software. That is only is what I'm going to do. There is no other thing. 15-minute lower high. 15-minute lower high. 15-minute will get bullish. Cool. 1 hour is bearish. 30-minute is bearish and 1 hour is bearish. So in fact looking good. Have I updated that over here? Let's queue the thing. 30%. Fuck. Which is probably going to come at 1930. NZDJPY is still bullish. In this fact, we got bearish. Make it bigger. $15-minute time frame is lower low, higher high. So 15-minute. We just saw it, but just wanted to check it again. It's bullish, so we just can't take the trade right here. So bullish, bearish, bullish. We're looking for sell. It's only 1%, 10% because only one time frame is bearish. I want 15-minute to go bearish. GBP odd. Well, in fact, we created a new low, which in fact looks good. Sorry, new lower low. Because the counter trend trade is going to come up, lower high, we can take that trade. Waiting for 1 hour to go bullish. Either waiting for 1 hour to go bullish or 30-minute to go bullish. $30-minute lower low, 30-minute lower high. So let's type it over here. Bearish. Daily is bearish. Daily is equals to 30 minutes, so just understand what the language is. Just wanted to keep that as base. Oh my god. The clothes are like coming on this. 15-minute is lower high. 15-minute is also bearish. So in fact we just have 0 we're looking for buy, looking for 1 hour or $30-minute to go bullish, which in fact I don't know. Let's type 1930 or now it feels like whenever I come on the chart, it's not messy. The current high rise is this, and the line was over here. Shit, man, the clothes are falling. This clothes are like someone else, and I'm sitting over here. It doesn't look good because if the owner of this clothes will be arriving over here, they will be like, holy shit, this guy is sitting over here and he didn't saw this clothes are like falling. How bad this guy is. So I'm just going to put this clothes again back to where it is. Do the good things and good things will come back to you. Good things, do the good things will come back to you. It's a formula. I've learned this from Alex Gonzalez and it's so true. Do good things. If you be good, you will get good things. This is a higher high. This right there is the higher low recording is on. And I want 1 hour time frame to go bearish. Because we are so on top. How in the world we can buy over here? No. We should be looking for selling only, right? So weekly is 1 hour is bullish. Yeah. It looks solid though. This is also bullish. And the 15-minute time frame is bullish. So what I believe what is going to get happen, it is going to pump up like this bomb, and then it's going to get bearish because it has to do that. Now when this happens, then I will explain you why. And I will keep this like this because I know it is going to get happen. It is going to get happen. It is going to get happen. Because mark my words, I know more than you. If you know more than me, tell me, please. I want to know. So, sideways zone. Just want to get out from the sideways. Not looking for anything. So do this box. Just get out from this. A UDJPY. I'm not gonna lie. This looks solid. This is the higher high, this is the higher low. We're looking for break retest. Look at this. It's getting consolidated, like getting squeeze, and then boom. 30-minute. Yeah, this is what we need to update, you know. I wanted to update every single thing because I was not on the chart for a couple of hours. Because I just saw that trade hit the stop now. Like, we have done every single thing correct. There is somewhere wrong in this system. I need to stop trading because I don't want to trade something which is wrong. It will keep losing me. So I'm like, I need to go home. I need to check what I did wrong so that I can update the thing. Once I update the thing, we can move on. But now I got it, brother. I did the wrong. The stop loss was wrong. So if the stop loss was wrong, whose mistake is this? It's mine because I didn't listen to the software. A $1 trillion software is telling me to keep the stop loss to this point, but I didn't listen. Let's figure out like why in the world I haven't listened. Because I didn't saw that. I didn't ask a software to where to keep the stop loss. Means it was lack of information was presenting in front of me. Because if I were going and ask the software that where I should be keeping the stop loss, probably the engulfing candle was already been done. But that is not a problem. The stop loss was this big. The stop loss, remember a UDJPY. The stop loss was right here. I mean, the stop loss was not going to get moved. This stop loss is going to get moved. So I should be already been calculated the stop loss, which I already do. But I should be calculated already this. I should be doing this. But why I didn't? When I was taking the trade, that one click in my mind that should I keep the stop loss over here or over here? And then I got answer from my own brain. That is bullshit answer. That hey, there was only one trade. We took like this, and we hit the take profit, so we can keep the stop loss to the last lower high, which was not proven, which was experimental. I have trust the system which is not even proven. It was in the prototype. Shit. UDJPY क्या बनेगा ट्रेडर यार ऐसे ही इसीलिए if I continue to do such type of silly mistake, I would never end up being profitable. Ever. Never, ever be a profitable trader. I have to take my own self out from the trading. This would be me, and I would end up in profit. Now I am going to use this regret. I'm not going to use this regret to take the next trade. I just don't know how in the world I will be taking the next trade in a regret if my software tells don't take. How in the world I will be considering that trade? So even if I'm regret, it is very impossible to do the mistake, because even if I see how it looks good, I will ask the software, is it looks good, and software says no, and I will be like, okay, I will follow you. Then I will be not taking, like, this is shit, what is psychology and this and that is completely, it's not true. I mean, to be honest, it's really not true, because I have understand all of the game now. If you follow the rules, will be in a profit. If you don't follow the rules, will be in a loss. And when we in a loss, we have to blame, like, there is always a blame game. We have to blame someone. So it's like psychology. We will never end up blaming to ourselves that it's my mistake. It's my mistake. Why? Figure out why in the world I have took that mistake. Well, in fact, this is coming to psychology only, but it's not the psychology of like, holy shit. The psychology you guys are like, just won't be able to remember what I want to do. Like, there is nothing to talk on this, Just don't know. If you just follow the rule, if it is like, yeah, just press this button, the phone screen will on. Okay, it's on now. Now press this button to close this phone screen. Okay, it's off now. And if I rather pressing this button, if I started pressing this button, which is a volume button, is this phone screen is going to get on? Fucking shit not. Then I will blame, oh, my psychology is not good and this and that and this and that. What the fuck is this? I'm doing completely wrong. I'm just not following the rules. The rule says that press this button rather than this button. If I press this button, the phone screen is going to get on. I completely got it, I cracked the code. AODJPY. Okay, have we updated all of the things? We're bullish. We're looking for sell, 1 hour to go bearish. Nope. This is not I'm looking into. I'm just not looking into this. I don't want to take the sell trade. See, what I want is, I just don't want anything. No trading activity, brother. Like, seriously, I want something like this, like go down, this and that, and this and that, and then come up, and then I can take the down, because I will be having a current market which is came down. Right now, if I will be taking a sell trade, I will be the number one guy who is selling this, which I don't want to be a number one guy. I want to sell with the banks. So I need to type it so that I will not invest my time to pretty much analyze this again, because my time is expensive. It is that expensive than you ever think. This is the higher high. This is the higher low. Oh my god. $30 minute bearish. Yeah, 30 minute right now is bearish.
17:45.
So I'm just going to type it over here. Need more price action downside. So so small, yeah. Polish, Polish 20. I have to leave the money on table to keep my money on table. I want something like this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and this, and this, and then I'm going to take the trade. It's not going to take the trade like this easily. I'm a professional trader. I'm just not a beginner trader. USJPY, we are on top. Can't take the buy trade, even though we have price action somewhat over here. I can't take this trade. Sorry, sir. I need a good amount of something. Now, even though this is pushing up, it's can't. My software is telling no with those. If we are going to take the buy trade right here, let's say if we are going to take the buy trade, our take profit is going to be go out of this 1 hour highest high. Even though if our 1 hour highest high is going to be this, we're it's like a going to the extinct. It's like a driving a car with an m with an extremely with the how we can say driving a car which fuel is about to get empty, and if I know my indicators are saying that the fuel is about to get empty within 1 minute, still I'm driving with a 200 km per hour. Whose fault is this? Whose fault is that? I'm just I'm just I'm I'm just taking the shit out from that car, like going full extreme. Then how that I have learned this doesn't work like this. Wait a minute. USJPY. Let me just do this higher high. 30-minute higher low. Ding 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 ding. So what I want is 30-minute to go bullish. Sorry, bearish. Right now, this is this. Bullish. I want 30-minute to go bearish. That's all I want, brother. And I think so it's going to happen within 18 o'clock. So Michael Jackson is back. Look at this Michael Jackson. Oh. Look straight, then walk. That's the rule. मंडळ काय मंडळ आहे? हाँ क्या बोल रही तू? अरे दादा बस ना राव, तू बसतच का नाही? तुम्ही पोस्ट केला का तो व्हिडिओ? नाही ना करू का टाइमपास घालवायचा? मग करायचंय का? मग करायचं आहे का? म्हणजे तू घातलं तर तू 2 तास घातले, म्हणजे तू जेवण बनवलं आणि तू जेवलाच नाही. कशाला बोलवायचं मग? Next is EuroCAD. Just updating the things. This higher high. This is still bullish. Higher bullish. Well, in fact, we got this bearish. But why in the world I was looking for buy? हे धुतलंय का रे?
पेज पब्लिक करू का मी?
हे धुतलंय का बघ ना.
मे बी काय माहिती. पब्लिक करू का मग त्याचं?
नाही करूच नको.
का प्रायव्हेट ठेवू?
प्रायव्हेटच ठेव ना. डिलीटच करून टाक. कशाला बनवायचं व्हिडिओ? लय लसूण आहे राहतो. 15 मिनिट. अरे तुला बाकीचे लोक म्हणतील ना, अरे प्रतीक मस्त झाला व्हिडिओ,
चांगलं झालं. कमेंट आले मला चांगलं त्याचे.
आणि मग आलं का लसूण? अरे त्याला आत नको लावू, ते चावतो बरं का. असं डायरेक्ट येतात बाहेर. बघू कुठे
नाही अजून फोन नाही.
जुन्या फोनमध्ये लॉग इन नसतं का? मी एक ओवी दिसतो का तुला? अरे चोरा. So this right there is 15. तू नाही तू क्लासला क्लास नाही
चाललोय
आला
मी.
का रे?
एक 5 मिनिटात.
असं नाही करायचं. क्लास बुडवायचा नाही.
असला बडबड करतो बाई तू कुणी समोर असल्यावर मला ना.
नाही बरोबर आहे राव. मग काय चुकलं माझं? So we can take this sell trade if we wanted to. Yeah, we can. It will be good if we look for buying, but it will be like there's nothing over here, so it is good for taking sell. Is that cat? I thought it's a JPY because JPY currencies are looking for selling in the next some couple of hours. अरे दादा काय झालं माहिती आहे तुला? मी डॉलर नाही कळत ना. 800 रुपयाला 8 लाखमध्ये ग्रो करणार आहे ना 7 दिवसामध्ये. तर आज माझा टार्गेट होता 800 रुपयाला 1600 रुपयामध्ये ग्रो करायचं. पण झालं काय? आणि झालं पण असतं. पण झालं काय? माझा सॉफ्टवेअर म्हणतो आहे की तुझं जर स्टॉप लॉस जे असतं ना ते इथं ठेवायचं. म्हणजे तुझा जो स्टॉप लॉस म्हणजे आता कसं सांगत होती? स्टॉप लॉस म्हणजे जाऊ दे जिथं
लॉस होतो तिथं.
तिथं स्टॉप होतो नाही का? जिथं लॉस स्टॉप होतो ना तो जो प्राईज आहे ना तो ही ठेव. पण मी म्हणलं नाही सॉफ्टवेअर तू ग बस मी ही ठेवतो. मार्केटनी माझा स्टॉप लॉस घेतला. म्हणजे मला बाहेर काढलं मार्केटनी.
तुला वाटलं
नाही मला बाहेर काढलं म्हणजे माझ्या 800 रुपयाचा लॉस झाला. पण त्याच्यानंतर मग मी मार्केटच्या बाहेर मी फक्त बघतोय. मग मी जे म्हणलं होतं ना खाली जाणार मार्केट तर खाली गेलं. म्हणजे
केलीच का असं काय म्हणजे तू तर म्हणतो विदाउट इन्व्हेस्टमेंट.
बरोबर आहे.
मग तू इन्व्हेस्ट असं केलं.
मग माझे पैसे नाही इन्व्हेस्ट केले मी. कंपनीचे पैसे इन्व्हेस्ट केले. हा मग असंच म्हण पैसे ना. हा मग पैसे इन्व्हेस्ट केले ना
शिवाय मिळत नाही
छोरू. पण मला म्हणायचं होतं
लागतात ना.
मला म्हणायचं होतं
म्हणजे तू
की मी असतो आज की माझा फर्स्ट टार्गेट आज झाला असता. पण तो माझ्यामुळं चुकला. इट्स मी. इट इज मी. Oh, this is looking good. I think so it's going to come in the next 18:30. So let's bullish. बस ना पोरा. तू कर अपलोड नाही तर तुला लय मारा ना मी.
कसा आला नव्हता व्हिडिओ.
कसा आला इतका घाण आला ही. अरे तुला सांगू का काय आलं माहिती का? तुला व्हिडिओमध्ये सांगता नाही येणार. मी पान खाल्ला आज.
व्हिडिओ स्टॉप केले का?
नाही चालूच आहे.
मग तरी पण सांगतो.
नाही फक्त तुला ट्रेलर सांगितलं.
मग
आता मी पॉज करतो 1 मिनटं. Hello everyone. So the day has end of trading session. So let's see. Our video is also going to get end. So first of all, let's see. GP CAD we were looking for selling. Have we hit the take? We hit the take profit. And it is going to continue to go to downside. Man, we missed this trade. We would end up doing our today's goal, that is growing a $10 into $20. This goal would easily able to achieve, yeah, just because of that one mistake. That one silly mistake have just took all the things. But no matter what, we are right. That's what we want. So next was Euro USD. Not looking. GBP USD, no. Well, this was a CAD JPY trade I was waiting for, brother. But we would never end up taking this trade because it's bullish. But the prediction was correct. Well, NZD JPY, we're waiting for retest. Have we got that thing? We got the break retest angle. We missed a lot trades. Oh my God. Wow, man, this was a trade. But yeah, we were not looking to take the trade because 15 minute was Polish, so regret. No. Mm, no. 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 GJ, no. UJ, no. Eurocat. We were waiting for break, now we got the break, so we'll wait for retracement. Tomorrow we'll be having a Eurocat trade tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Looks like that. Um, AUD USD. We got the break. We got the break. So now we just need to wait for retracement. Oh my god, we will be getting the retracement right now itself. And when we get the shit, this is a trade, but I can't take the trade now because the market is on, but my trading time is over
You have 60% of battery backup left.
because I just don't want to take the trade after 8:30 because the market doesn't move. Brother, look at this. USD CAD, no. CHJPY, no. Euro NZD, no. At all, we have beautifully avoided the loss right here. AUD NZD, absolutely a big no. So tomorrow, beautiful trades are coming on lineup. I will be make sure I will just don't use my brain, and I will just do what software says. That is what I'm going to do. Also, one more thing I need to check it out to actually to take this trade. Now we'll be actually missing the trade if we do that. Well, we'll see. Well, actually, we'll see. 3 minute time frame was bullish. There's something I'm trying right now, like like Haikanashi or something. Yeah, looks like Haikanashi can see. I'm just creating the stuff. I know what I'm actually looking at. Well, I will just say to you. So on the 1 hour time frame, there was a fair value gap over here. Look at this. This is a fair value gap. I just don't use it. Just saw it. So we didn't pull down. We pull up, close that fair value gap, created a doji, then we pushed to the downside. Well, actually, we'll just see right now only that can we have the trades which we have taken was having the fair value gap or not. We'll just see. Hold on. Day trading, trading software, and the performance. So these are all the trades which we have taken. This is trash. How in the world? So in this case, if we take the buy trade, there was no fair value gap. That's why we did the good thing. Like these are some of the things. There is a last piece of puzzle need to get joined. And I know. Look at this. Over here as well. Oh, the last one. I also wanted to check the last one. Let's see. Over here as well, we have closed that fair value gap. Then we pushed to the downside. There's some clues. I'm just sharing all of the things which is for free. Come on, man. Over here, zoom it. Over here, we close this fair value gap right here, and then we push to the downside. Look at this. Look at this. You know. Over here, we haven't closed the fair value gap. It's just a thing. I don't know. Came up with this. The last one. Okay, it loaded. Yeah, over here we finished the fair value gap, and then we pushed to the upside. This means 9 out of 10 times we fill the fair value gap, which means which is getting proved that if we were, rather than taking the trade over here, if we wait for fair value gap to get filled, then we take the trade, that would end up, that would literally end up avoiding. This is no loss, this is just my mistake, but we will be still, even if I keep the stop loss over here, I would end up avoiding loss because I will not take this trade right here. Well, technically we'll be missing this trade because this was created at a higher high, this was created at a higher low. So I would want this to get bearish. We got bearish, there is no retracement, no engulfing, no trade. But if I just take the trade right here, keep the stop loss right here, end up going in profit. Man, there was opportunity, but I just messed the things up just because I used my brain. I use my brain, and I get punished to use my brain. Fuck. So, man, this is crazy. Shit is crazy. Where will be the original stop loss? I mean, this is crazy, yaar. I would end up, now we can talk all this. Forget all of this. We have learned the lesson. Just do what software says and will be growing a $10 into $8,000. 100%. Because it's just repeating the things. It's not reinventing the wheel. The stop loss is not going to be this. 15. Let's add 16, 17, 18. This right there is going to be as a stop loss. And we'll see, have we hit the take profit? Technically we haven't. I don't know how. Right now we saw that I have. Okay, this is actually the original stop loss. This is the original entry. This will be our original take profit. We'll see how it goes. I am not going to make money when this trade is going to hit the take profit, but I'm going to make money long term because this will be a proof that this shit is working. That's what I want. All right, signing. Oh, 5 minutes. No, we just check it out. Signing off, brother. We'll come back tomorrow. Peace.